Everyone, today I'm going to share a video with you about traveling, hiring cars very specifically. So when you're abroad in specific countries, intercity travel isn't very cheap on public transport. For example, from where I am at the moment in the middle of England, going towards London, a return trip would cost about £100, and that's a lot of money. Whereas hiring a car can cost as little as £20 a day or less, depending on the car hire company that you use and the insurances, obviously, that you take and so on. So I really found traveling between the cities much easier to hire a car. One of the main things you have to think about when you are hiring a car is that you have to, having a credit card makes it much easier. I didn't travel with a credit card because I decided, I want to travel with a debit card. And the problem with that is that I usually have to, there's a limited number of car hire companies that accept debit cards, and the ones that do, so the big names, those particular companies, they would require you to take extra insurances. If you have those extra insurances, the premiums, the excess, should something happen to the car, will be lower. So they put that amount, say £200, onto your card additionally, and that would be reimbursed to you. Whereas with a credit card, all you're paying is the amount per day plus insurance. So those could total about £20 or £30, depending on which insurance you take. So it's much easier and cheaper if you have the credit card, because with a credit card as well, they basically send a statement to, they bill your credit card company, but then they cancel that bill for that excess amount when you do return the car. So that's the one thing, credit cards. And then the second issue is I was told that I returned the car late. And I wanted a way to prove that I didn't return the car late. One way they did say I could use is, if I had the receipt for the petrol that I put in close to the car hire company, or, when I was going to drop it off, that's one way of proving I dropped the car off at the time, but it's not a perfect, foolproof way. Now, the car did have navigation, but I was looking between my Google Maps when I was driving and the car's navigation, and to see which had the best routes. I'm glad I did that, because I found now, after they claimed that I dropped the car off late, that actually I can use information from Google Maps. I can actually access it. I can't access the car's navigation because they do own the car and have all those records, but I do own the phone and I have access to Google Maps. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. So that's why I've got this map up here. Just zoom out. So of Great Britain. So basically what you do is, on Google Maps is this 3 little dots. Let me just go back. There's 3 lines, actually, sorry. And if you click on them, so you just type in googlemaps.com and then this would come up. So scroll down and you'll see your timeline. Little lines with dots. Go to your timeline. And I just have to wait for it to open. Okay. So the timeline opens up. You can see the timeline, and you can see the UK year and just like the places that I've traveled, the little dots, where I've used Google Maps before. Now, they have basically my Google Maps information over a couple of years, when I've used it to get places. And okay, so you can see the dots for 2019 now, so it's more specific. And so I'm going to look for February, because that was the month I traveled to the car hire company to drop off the car. and they have these little lines here. And in the bottom, they also have it so that you can like choose the days that you traveled. But I'm going to choose a particular day just because I know the date that I dropped the car off at the car hire company. So here we go. So you can see where I drove from and where I drove to in London. And it shows the mileage, okay? And it shows the time that I got to the car hire company, okay? And it shows what I did afterwards as well. Because the time that they claimed that I dropped off the car, I was somewhere else. So I was meeting my friend. So, I couldn't possibly be there at that time. So, I told them that I dropped the car off on time and here's the information to prove it. And you can send these links. You can copy and paste the links and send it to them. Um, and you can send a screenshot. So I think this was maybe the most useful thing that I learned about technology. Remember, you've got to use technology because it's there to protect you. Um, if you can. So remember, when you're hiring a car, use your Google Maps on your phone and not always the car's navigation, especially when you're going to drop the car off or pick the car up, so that you can prove information of where you were, what you were doing, to back you up. So anyway, thanks everyone. See you, and I hope this is very helpful. Bye.